Toy Collectible fans, this is Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Marvel Legends time, finally got a chance to review her. It is the long-awaited Black Widow. So from the Captain America Marvel Legends Winter Soldier line, the Build-A-Figure Collection, what a long title that is, here she comes. So we'll show you that in just a second. That's the packaging, little cap logo on the side of the box, or inside. And really nice quality packaging, nice kind of shine there for the Black Widow name, and on the Legends logo too. So beautifully packaged. And thank you to DarksideToys.com, who did an excellent job of packaging this up for me when I purchased it. So great place to shop, and if you want a link to them, click underneath the video and you can go and, well, there's no more left of Black Widow. We'll talk about that in a minute. So there's a really nice picture of her on the back, and a little bit of text. And obviously she's from the Winter Soldier movie. However, you've got an alternative head in here. You can make and finally complete your Avengers lineup pretty much. So there's the other figures. All of these are reviewed on the channel. Check out the playlist for Marvel Legends. They are there. The Mandroid figure, we'll just review that just after this video, so that'll be there too. All of these figures will be there. So just a little minute to talk about these figures here in the back. Hasbro really did a great job with this figure, but they ultimately buggered up this wave big style by making this singly packed. And you've no idea the damage I think they did to both online retailers as well as everybody in stores. And of course the scalpers loved it, charging up to nearly $16, $70 for this figure alone. So this is why I love pre-ordering, because this cost me about $20 from Darkside Toys, and I bought 2 of them at that price. So you get in straight at the beginning, pre-order it, you get them at great prices. If you sit around and wait, these things are short packed and you never get them. So I strongly recommend pre-ordering if I was you on anything pretty much like Marvel Legends, because they're always hard to come by. So inside the pack is a flyer for the Mandroid. Again, we'll go through and show you a separate video of that. And in this piece, it comes with the body of the figure, but again, we'll show that in a separate video and spend a bit of time on that. Now, a couple of small points on Black Widow. She comes with 0 weapons. I've given her a couple of weapons here, but she also comes with a couple of spare hands. You get these kind of reach-out hands here. Let's have a little look there just at these spare ones. Getting all the crap out the way first of all. So you get some hands that will do nothing other than, well, they won't hold a weapon, but you could use them if you want to for a different pose. But ultimately, we want to use the figure with the gripping hands that will hold weapons. So there's one head that you get with the figure. She looks so like Scarlett Johansson there. Absolutely well done by Hasbro. Beautiful job. Even a little wry smile at the side of her face there. She is obviously from the Winter Soldier with that hairdo, but we'll show you the other hair sculpt in a minute or two from the Avengers movie. So the hair, let's get the hair done first. I mean, this is beautifully molded. You can see the paint that's been applied there through in the little grooves of the hair. Just adds real quality to this figure. And a parting on the shoulder just lets it sit in that fairly neutral position quite well and still look good, without you getting that weird kind of problem. If you've had a Mystique figure, I've reviewed Mystique on this channel, you'll find that in the Marvel Legends section, it becomes very difficult to move her head anywhere because of the hair. So at least this one sits in a good, solid, neutral position. The eyes are beautifully done. They just look electric and alive. Look, it's a little accentuated. It is a figure after all, but it's beautifully done. I think the facial sculpt's very on the money. Very nice transfers as well applied. We've got some really nice detail. Lots of different colouring going on in this fairly bluish jumpsuit. The Shield logo there. The zips, a little bit of cleavage down the front there with that zip paint as well. And that little red buckle she's got down to the black belt on the hips. And again, you'll see the guns are actually moulded into the holsters there. The silver on the legs, the black, the blue. It just looks fantastic. It's absolutely seamlessly done the way the articulation's done too. Great looking kind of shiny vinyl boots on her, and that kind of heel that very much needed for figures when they are so thin and very hard to stand up, which she is, by the way. It's very hard to stand this figure. The ScarJo bottom, and very nice it is too. So great articulation on this figure too. We'll talk about that in just a minute. It's a very fine figure in terms of her build, but it's absolutely on the money in terms of the scale and the size of it. So again, nicely done there on the wrist. You can see tiny little touches of blue, which if you've got the Hot Toys, is very much too similar to the figure and how it should be. Little silvery blue touches in there again of the uniform. It's just really well done. This is a 6-inch figure, and I think it's absolutely on the money. So that's that facial sculpt. Let's go look at the other one. I managed to pick up two. I'm a lucky man. And there we go again, the different here from the Avengers. So, like me, I've finally managed to be able to complete my Marvel Legends Avengers crew. Well, we still need Phil Coulson to be fair, but pretty much every other figure is there now. So we've got this one from the Avengers 2, or the Avengers 1 I should say, you know what I mean. But again, great facial sculpt. It's just a different hair that's been put on there, but I think it still really works very well. So a little bit more maneuverability on this head sculpt here, but yeah, great looking sculpt and great looking figure overall. Now again, no weapon. She comes with 0 weapons on the figure. These molded guns are all you're going to get, which is a bit of a letdown. I'm not quite sure what Hasbro's doing here. Again, they make this singly packed. They make it really hard to get. They also include a very rare, hard-to-get piece of the Mandroid figure, and it just utterly screwed this thing up. They are bringing out other, repacking ScarJo back in again. Unfortunately, they're repacking around with figures we had in abundance. So a lot of retailers can't afford to basically get these figures back in again. I've seen a lot of online retailers, they just won't be getting them in again because they can't afford to carry them all when everyone's is basically going to be buying the Scarlett Johansson. So it's not much fun for online retailers, so it's very hard to get her overall, even though she's coming back in stock at some places. So again, hence the reason why you should pre-order. I picked these up ages ago, so again, get in there, get a good price. In terms of articulation on it, she's got a ball-jointed head. You can just pop that off. There you go, and there's no extra hinges of movement, so it's just a ball joint on that overall. Just put that on because it looks a little weird. You'll see on the shoulders there's a small hinge on a swivel, so plenty of maneuverability and room on there. Just under the breast is the swivel upper torso, and you can see that moving around there. And there's no swivel waist, there's nothing to move around there, but we do get very articulated hips on a ball joint with that pin you can see. There's also a swivel at the top of the thigh. You get a very seamless, as I said earlier on, double joint at the knees. Just looks really good with the kind of combat gear that she's got on. And down to the rockin' vonkles, full on rockin' ankles, so they can move in pretty much every way. And again, she's got a peg hole at the bottom, so the old Marvel Legends stands with the kind of silvery ones. You've seen them before. I've reviewed some of them before, but they're out there and you can buy them on eBay. And someone I know, Scott from Tulsa, was talking about. We were talking about this on Twitter a while ago. They're probably one of the better stands you can buy. Yeah, great looking figure. Love this thing. Absolutely sucks that way that Hasbro packed this. They really made a mess of this wave. I don't know why. They are bringing it back out, so credit to them. They did a good job there. But no weapons on this thing seems very, very strange. So, however, I'm very grateful I managed to get in there quick. I knew these would be hard to get. In fact, all Marvel Legends tend to be really hard to get. And if you haven't yet, at the time of recording, this is the 2nd of June here, finally get a chance to review this. But get in and get the X-Men previews exclusives. Go and order them. There's a link underneath the video. Just go shop, buy them. Because, yet again, sure packed in that wave is, not Storm, Jubilee is the Build-A-Figure, and Storm is sure packed, as is Magneto. So, like, it's just going to be, there's going to be tons of Wolverines on the shelf. That is if you can get them in your country. We don't even get Marvel Legends here in Australia, so very, very hard to get outside the US. So, pre-order, for the love of God, pre-order, because so many people keep sending emails, I've had emails, I've had questions and comments, where can I get one? I can't afford $50 for a figure. Yeah, of course not, but pre-order you can get it for about $20 or so. Anyway, love to know your thoughts on Marvel Legends Black Widow. What do you think of her? If you've managed to get one, I'd love to hear your frustrations and issues with her. Or you just love it, you think it's a great figure. Please leave a comment below. If you like our videos, there's lots of other videos on our channel. In all the playlists, lots of Marvel Legends too, going back quite a few years. Hot toys and whatnot. Plus, we've got a Star Wars channel, if you don't know, under flyguy.net. Check it out on YouTube, just put Fly Guy Star Wars, and you'll find, I don't know, 800 videos or something on Star Wars. We like our toys here, so check them out. And, yep, rate the video, and we'll see you for another video coming up soon. Cheers.